Time now for the markets with Leighton. You say there's lots of optimism right now in the chicken industry.
Lots of optimism, predictions of growing demand and growing production. Also in our headlines this week, Farmgate milk prices look firm for now. Soybean meal demand supports bean prices, while wheat may be entering a sideways trade. The headline out of the recent National Chicken Council conference is growing demand for poultry, especially in the export market. Sanderson Farms President Lampkin Butts of Mississippi is predicting a 2 to 3% increase in production as a result. The Laurel CEO says it's an unusual situation, one largely due to escalated beef and pork prices this year. High production is also happening in the U.S. dairy industry this fall. Analyst Naomi Bloom has been considering what this may mean for Farmgate prices between now and the end of the year.
Supply is plentiful. Huge supplies right now because the crop was so abundant this year that the cows are being fed well, and that's why the production is so high. So with the whole milk market this year, it's been following demand because of the export market, and then the export market fluctuates because of when the dollar is moving higher. So they go back and forth. The exports get stronger, then the milk futures respond. And so right now, everything has set back for a little bit. And so the milk price is set back. Looking for December and the rest of November to have firm prices in that $19 to $20 area for a while, but then it's wait and see.
Our trivia quiz this week pertains to the dairy industry as well, and here's the quiz question. How many pounds of whole milk does it take to make 1 gallon of ice cream? Is the answer A, 4 pounds, B, 8 pounds, C, 12 pounds, or D, 16 pounds? I'll tell you at the end of the markets. Informa Economics this week raised its production estimates for South American soybeans this season. That threw a little pressure on the bean market. Analyst Darren Newsom says the biggest price advance in this pit is coming from soybean meal.
The old crop 13-14 ending stocks was only 92 million bushels. First time that I've ever seen it go below 100 million bushels. I think you can go back into the 70s and it did, but since basically the modern markets, hasn't ever happened. We're in a very tight situation. So the longer harvest takes, the longer it takes to rebuild those supplies to meet the demand. And we're still exporting a great number of beans. And so if we're choosing to export rather than crush, soybean meal gets tight, demand stays strong, the meal goes up, soybeans follow.
Turning to wheat, it may be a sideways market shaping up near term in this sector. I talked to Extension Ag economist Brian Williams late Thursday morning. Brian, October was more positive for wheat prices, wasn't it?
They have. Over the month of October, we saw wheat prices come up about 50 cents a bushel.
But yet we still have a large global crop out there.
Yes, we do. Looking at some of the numbers, there's an expectation that the USDA in next week's supply and demand report that they're going to bump up production numbers. There's some concern with some dry conditions in some of the bigger producers across the globe, but so far it hasn't thrown up any big red flags yet.
Well, right now winter wheat planting is underway, and there seems to be an expectation there will be a larger crop of winter wheat.
There's a potential there. Looking at the competing crops, corn and soybeans, the prices are down for those crops. And then when you combine that with lower production costs for wheat, it makes it a little bit more appealing.
So what about price activity? What do we expect here between now and the first of the year?
Well, I think the upside to wheat is limited. It probably is going to stay fairly consistent. We've seen slow exports, and the USDA is expected to increase our ending stocks next week. And so it just, with all of these factors and the higher global production, it looks like the upside's limited to it.
Before our feature story, let's check the trivia answer for this week, and the correct choice is C. It takes 12 pounds of whole milk to make 1 gallon of ice cream.